Well, and we're back. And, maybe I'll take a minute here to explain a little bit more about who Professor Bob and the Old Broad are. She is Annette Warren and was married for many, many years to the brilliant pianist Paul Smith. I am Bob Remstein. The Professor Bob thing is a little fun thing I do. I was fortunate years ago, when I was a senior in high school, to have been able to take a year of jazz lessons from Paul. Paul, in case you want to do a little research, you can find such fabulous things as Ella Fitzgerald live in Berlin, 1965, with the Paul Smith Trio. That just gives you a slight tidbit. He was a brilliant player, made all sorts of albums of solo piano, but also worked with many great singers, including Ella, including Dinah Shore, Sammy Davis Jr. He worked with Steve Allen quite a bit, and he did tons of stuff for TV and radio. Annette, back in the day, before she and Paul connected, was one of the key figures who was hired to sing and record sung vocals for a movie actress who appeared to be doing the singing in the actual film. This was something that happened back in those days. Two of the films, she provided the vocals for Lucille Ball, and most notably in the early 50s for Ava Gardner in the terrific movie of Showboat. Anyway, I was fortunate enough to connect with Annette. Now it's been a while. It's been probably a good 15 years ago. And we have recorded and done some live things, and we just have fun. We are the greatest of pals. She's a brilliant singer, even at 98. If anyone says, well, I'm too old to do that, you know what? Don't say things like that around Annette. She'll tell you that you're not too old to do it, and the fact is, she's right and can prove it. Anyway, with all that, I wrote a song a couple years ago to celebrate her birthday, and so I'm doing it now. This is to celebrate the most recent birthday. It's all too easy in our busy modern world to lose the essence of our joie de vivre. Instead of aiming straight ahead, we wander side to side. We fall short of the mark, we bob and weave. Thankfully, we still can learn from one that we all love, someone whose music flows like golden rain from up above. Annette, they haven't slowed her up yet. When somebody asks, are you up to the task? She simply answers, you bet. Annette, like no one else that you've met. If she were a pet, she'd be the sort who could teach a thing or two to the vet. At an age when most have retired and hung their dancing shoes upon a shelf, she's still motivated and inspired because the magic comes from deep inside herself. And then you always know what you'll get. There's not a word, not a lyric, not a sentence that she'd ever forget. Though most people would be happy just to survive and pat themselves on the back when they reach 95, this fine lady's eager to create. That's why she's still singing. The joy in her heart she's